What's up, everybody? We've got Flat Bill and Gadget back again for another adventure. Today, I don't know if you can make it out in the background, but we're heading into the Great Smoky Mountain National Park. Planning on doing about 40, 47?
40, I think.
About 40. I think today we're going to start here at Newfound Gap, hike down the AT a little bit to Charles Bunyan, then come down the Dry Sluice Gap to Backcountry Site 49. Camp there today. I think it's about 9.8 miles, almost 10 miles today. And then we can check back in later and let you know the rest of the trip. Just going to do an easy, about 10-mile day. Just get out, do 3 nights, 4 days, and just explore a little bit of the Great Smoky Mountain National Park. So we'll see you down the trail. All right, guys, just getting started. So we're going to hike on down this way. Haven't done any hiking actually in the Great Smoky Mountains, so really excited to get out here and enjoy this weather. Today is Thursday, September the 26th. Leaves haven't really started to change yet. They're starting to up here at elevation. I think our starting elevation is around 5,000, excuse me, around 5,050 feet. Looks like we go up about 1,000 feet till we get up to Icewater Spring, and then we'll start heading over to Charles Bunyan. But anyway, gonna enjoy the hike and enjoy the cool weather. Probably about 60 degrees right now. We'll see you down the trail. Just got to the junction where the Boulevard Trail cuts in here and meets the Appalachian Trail. Gonna follow the Appalachian Trail down point 2 to the Icewater Spring shelter here. Stop and grab a little snack and enjoy the view. And then head the 1.3 to Charles Bunyan. See you down the trail. Coming up on Icewater Spring shelter here. I think we're about 2.7 miles in. Nice little shelter here. I think it's rated for only 8 people, but looking inside, it definitely could hold more than that if you were on a through hike and that sort of stuff. But just got here, nice little grassy area right here at the front. Probably not gonna be able to see much over here. No, I can't really see much. There's a little bit of small view there. Then there's a view over here, but it looks like the cloud cover is kind of rolled in a little bit, so not much to see over here really either. But we just stopped for just a brief moment to get a snack and fill up on some water. Hey guys, just got here to Charles Bunyan. We'll walk up here and take a look. So far the hike's been wonderful. It's been about 65 degrees, and it's really nice just hiking weather. We stopped earlier at the shelter, got a little cool just because we were sitting around and the wind's blowing pretty good up here. Sorry about the wind, it's blowing, so I know it's going to be really loud in the camera, but man, what a view.
Yeah, it was cool. Good hike. Yeah.
No, you're fine. What a view. right, just coming up here to junction of the AT and the Dry Sluice Gap Trail. So we're 4.4 miles in. Kind of hard to read it on this board. Anyway, we started right there at Newfound Gap, which is 4.4 away. Our plan is we're going to take Dry Sluice here. Doesn't show it on the map here. We're actually going to go down to Gadget. Where are we going?
We're going to go down the Dry Sluice and then the Bradley Fork.
Bradley Fork Trail. Gadget's got the map out. I think it's about 5.4 down this way. Not really much research on this trail. As far as we know, it does go pretty much downhill. Right now we're at 5,400 feet of elevation, and I think we got to go down to about 2,400. So we're going to lose about 3,000 feet over the next 5 miles. We'll probably stop at the Kephart shelter, which is 3.8, maybe grab some lunch. And then we'll keep on hiking. So we'll see you down the trail. All right, here we are. Just came down the trail that way. As you can see, the Dry Sluice Gap Trail continues on. It actually continues on down that way where Gadget's standing, 0.5 miles, and then we'll meet up with the Bradley Fork Trail. Actually going to do that tomorrow, head on down the Bradley Fork. Right now we're going to go to the Cabin Flats campsite. It's going to be campsite number 49. Apparently it's right on the water. It's supposed to be really nice, so we'll show you what it looks like when we get down there. All right, everybody, just got everything set up here at camp. We are at Backcountry Campsite 49. Give you guys a little view around. Pretty big camp area. Probably can't make it out in the cable in the video, but right over there is the bear cables. Just got our stuff set up. Gadget is hanging over there. I'm hanging right here, and as you can see, we got this very nice creek right here in the background, so water source is clearly abundant. Got a new item that we're trying out this trip. Both Gadget and I both upgraded. Mine's actually on the underside of my hammock, so I'll show you what Gadget's working with. As you can see here, we have the Hammock Gear Econ Zero full-length underquilt. We've both had the 20 degree with an ounce of overstuffed 3/4 quilt, which is the Phoenix. But we decided to upgrade this trip and try out the full length. The Econ model, pretty cheap, I think, for the full length. It was $199, wasn't it? Yeah. 200 bucks for a full length 0 degree. From what I can research and understand, the only difference is the Econ is made out of duck down instead of goose down, and I believe it's 800 feel versus 850 feel. Also, the material that they use on the exterior is a little different. I'm not sure of the specifications of what's different about them, but I know there is a difference. I watched another guy's video and he was telling me a little bit about it, but should be interesting. I think tonight we're at 3,000. We're about 3,200 feet. City of Cherokee, North Carolina, just down this creek and down the river. The lows tonight are expected to be around 58. Since we're up at a little bit of elevation, probably going to be a little bit cooler than that, but not expecting anything real cold tonight. So anyway, just wanted to show you guys around camp, show you a little bit of a piece of a new gear that we're both going to try out tonight. We're going to hang out. It's 5 o'clock. I think we did 9.8? 9.2 today. So we'll sit around camp, make a fire later maybe, enjoy some dinner, get to bed. We got a big day tomorrow. We got about, how many miles down till where we?
About 11.
11 total? How many down until we start going up?
Oh, I don't know. Probably 5.
Looks like we got about 5 of a kind of a continuous drop down. And then we have about 3,000 foot elevation climb over 5 miles. So it should be a fun day. See you down the trail. Well, it's about 6:30. Just finished up dinner. Tonight I had the Big Easy Gumbo from Packet Gourmet. Gadget, what'd you have?
The big on burrito
The Big and Burrito.
with 2 tortillas.
By Packet Gourmet also. Definitely recommend Packet Gourmet. We've been doing this for about 2 or 3 years. Tried almost every backpacking meal on the market, and Packet Gourmet is by far the best. It offers the most flavor, and it has a pretty large, diverse menu as well. We probably going to call it an early night. We're just going to sit around the campfire for a little while, relax, and just enjoy this peaceful evening. It's very calm right now. There's hardly any wind. I think we just looked at the thermometer and it was 63?
Yeah, 64.
63, 64. So we'll check in with you guys in the morning, give you kind of an update on what our plan is for the day, let you know how low the temperature got tonight, and we'll see you down the trail. Gadget, what are you doing?
Playing guitar?
We're gonna do this on Flatbill's channel. If you watch any of my channel, Gadget's Adventures, here in Chattanooga, Tennessee, where I'm from, we have the Mayfly Coffee Company. So Comey Wide used to be our coffee, but now we're gonna use the Quick Brew in the Sumatra. So let's see. Comes in a little pack. All you have to do is pour over. Let's see. Tear. Be careful. And you're done. Get you some hot coffee and pour it over nice and slow. Delicious.
Morning, guys. It is Wednesday, September 27th, about 8 a.m. Slept in a little late this morning. Just now getting stirring around camp. We got about a 10.4 mile day, I believe. I think the first 5 miles, some people at camp that came in last night had actually hiked up the trail that we're going down this morning. They said it's a pretty easy grade down to the Smokemont campground. And then we head up the Newton Bald Trail, which we spoke with one of the rangers at the station yesterday before we got on the trail, and he said it's a pretty tough trail. It's about 2,500 feet of elevation over about 4 miles. So we're gonna sit around camp, enjoy our coffee, breakfast, just take it easy, and try to get on the trail in about an hour. So we'll see you down the trail. All right, everybody. It's about 9 a.m. Just getting ready to leave camp. Just got everything packed up. Gadget's working on getting his pack situated, and we're getting ready to head out. A little later start than we would like, but you know, we just wanted to sit around camp this morning and kind of just enjoy the weather and enjoy this great view we have right by this nice creek, and just kind of relax. We started yesterday about 9:45, so not really much difference than this morning. Looks like we got, according to the map, it's about 9.7. There is a little bit of a distance in between the top of the Newton Bald Trail and the actual campsite, which is going to be Backcountry Campsite 52. According to the map, there is no distance between there, so not exactly sure what that little bit of a distance will be. But according to the map, trail today, 9.7 miles. Like I said, we'll be camping at Newton Bald, which is campsite 52. That campsite is at elevation of 5,000 feet. We're going to head down. We're going to start heading down this Bradley Fork Trail. Leads about, let's see, it's a 2.9 or 2.2. It's about a 5.1 down down to the campground area down there. And then we'll stop and refuel with some water. Ranger yesterday told us that the water source up on top of Newton Bald is pretty scarce, so it looks like we may have to pack some water up and carry it up the climb, but we'll see you down the trail. Smokemont campground here. Like we said, we left campsite 49 this morning, which is at the Cabin Flats trailhead, which is 4.1 away. So we're going to come into the Smokemont campground here, probably grab us a little snack, and try to check out the ranger station, see what the water situation is going to be heading up the Newton Bald Trail, and see what the water source is going to be like, and we'll check back in down the trail. Alright, it's about 11:40, just made it into the Smokemont campground. Decided we'll stop here and eat some lunch. So for this trip, Gadget and I, we've both been doing nothing but Packet Gourmet. Like I mentioned last night, we've tried just about every backpacking meal out there. Packet Gourmet by far is the best. Gadget has the smoked cheddar jack cheese spread. He's going to use it, put it on just some Ritz crackers and try that. Myself, I am using the Cajun Ranch chicken salad. It's right here. Just add 5 ounces of water, let it steep for 10 minutes. Recommended to put in mayonnaise. I'm actually going to make mine with mustard though, then let it steep a little longer. Just going to use some tortillas and have some lunch. So right behind us here is a ranger station here on the Smokemont campground, and we decided to go in and ask them about the water situation headed up Newton Bald. It's not good. They recommend we carry water from here up. They said that the springs are pretty limited heading up, and they hadn't had much rain here lately, so the water sources are not going to be flowing abundantly. So it looks like we're going to have to carry water up 5 miles, up 2,600 feet. Not looking forward to it. It's probably going to have to carry at least about 3 or 4 liters a person up there, so that's going to add quite a bit of weight. But we'll get it done, and we'll check back in down the trail. We're just leaving Smokemont campground, and awesome little campground area, and you pass this over the river. This right here is actually the Oconaluftee River now. So the Bradley Fork Creek formed into this river here. Beautiful. And it extends on over here. So we've got no choice but to carry water. Ranger said there is none up top, and there's very little going up. So I think I got 4 liters packed, so that's an extra 8.8 pounds that I'm having to take. I don't know if you can see right across the street to the left of Gadget's head there. That's the sign, and that's the trailhead. And well, we're too close now, but I could have shown you the mountain we're about to have to go up. We are currently at 2,400 feet. We have to go to 5,000 feet. We're gonna get hiking. Well, we're about halfway up. We are at 3,700 feet, and we got to go to 5,000, so about another 1,300 feet to go. Climb so far, it's been pretty tough. I will say I just completed a half Ironman this past Sunday, so I'm probably in the best shape of my life. So this climb is, to me, is not very difficult. But I can imagine back to a few short months ago where I wasn't quite in good shape. This would be a pretty devastating climb. Gadget, how you feel about the climb?
Oh, pretty good. We're halfway. Got got about, I would say about 3 miles left out of the 2. But for elevation, we're about halfway up.
So he's pushing through. So I told you earlier we had to carry water. Well, we come across this nice little spring here.
I'd say about 2 miles up.
Finished off a liter and just replenished a liter. So still carrying 4 liters to the top. But just so you know, there is a small spring about halfway up if you ever decide to do this climb. I imagine it's seasonal. The lady down at the ranger station said it hasn't rained in a while though, so I'm not really sure the last time it's gotten rain, but it's still flowing fine for us to get some water here. Hopefully we come across another one of these just so I can update you guys and kind of give y'all some more information about water sources on the way up Newton Bald Trail. See you down the trail. We've reached the top. Man, that was grueling. I'm exhausted, even with being in good shape. That was a really tough climb. We found this dog on the trail a little while ago. It's got 2 tracking devices on it. It's obviously the hunting dog, and the owner's name and number. We called the owner a little while ago. He didn't answer, but we left a voicemail. So I doubt it stays around camp with us tonight, but we'll see if we can't track down the owner and let him know where it's at. We got half a mile to go to the campsite. Newton Bald is just literally about 50 feet right back that way. Can't see anything, too much foliage on the trees, but it intersects here with the Mingus Creek Trail that heads off back that way, but which is actually part of the Mountain to Sea Trail. We're gonna head this way and go to camp. All right, hey guys, it's about 7:19. Just got into camp about 4:30. Hadn't done much videoing yet. We've met some guys over here that are camping with us and decided to set up, and we sat back and enjoyed a cup of coffee and just saw the sunset. I can't really see it through the trees. A little foliage up here. If it wasn't for that foliage, it would be a fantastic view of a campsite. But anyway, decided just to deploy the tarps. We're not expecting rain, but you know, just put them up just to play with them. Hadn't got the Cuban fiber out in a while, so decided to pull it out. Got us a fire going, so we're gonna hang around camp and gonna eat some dinner here. In just a little bit, and just hang out with these guys and enjoy camp, and probably call it a night here shortly. So we'll see you in the morning. Good morning, everybody. It's day 3. It's Thursday, September the 28th, about 8 o'clock. Woke up about an hour ago, just kind of started getting stirring. Decided to lay in the hammock for a little bit. A little windy up here this morning. Temperature gauge read 59, so not cold, but that breeze coming up out of the valley and up over the top of the mountain made it a little chilly. So we decided to sleep in the hammock for a little while. But just getting up and getting stirring. I'll show you a little breakfast here. This morning I'm eating the freeze-dried biscuits and gravy from Backpacker's Pantry. One of the few Backpacker Pantry's meal that I even enjoy. It's probably one of my favorite items for breakfast. Gadget, what you got over there?
Oh, good. The savory Italian polenta with pork sausage from Packet Gourmet.
Gadget also, they have some cheese from Packet Gourmet, little cheese sticks, and he likes to break up the cheese and put it in there and melt a little extra cheese on there. It's pretty good. Anyway, we're just going to sit around camp, taking the view up here. Sunrise just came over the horizon. We'll get our stuff packed up. I think we got about 10 miles. We'll check the mileage before we leave and let you know the exact mileage. And we'll see you down the trail.
Woo, buddy!
All right, well, it's about 9:15. Just about to get ready to roll out of camp here. Gadget just got his last few pieces packed up. I looked at the map here. It looks like it's exactly a 10.2 mile day. It's 0.2 up here to the junction to the Dakota Ridge Trail, and then it's a 3.9 all the way down to where it meets with Martin's Gap Trail. It's 1.5 to cut across until we get to Deep Creek Trail, and then from there we'll have 3.6 up to Backcountry Campsite 53. So we're going to get on the trail and we'll start hiking. See you down the trail. It's 11:40. Just made it down here to the junction of Indian Creek Trail and the Deep Creek Trail and the Martin's Gap Trail. It all comes together right here, and then the Dakota Ridge Trail heads back up that way, which we just came off of. Been about 5.4, 5.5 miles and about a little over 2 hours, so made a good time coming down. Got 1.5 to go till we get to Deep Creek. Decided to stop here, sit down for just a little bit, eat a snack, relax for just a minute, and then head on down Martin's Gap till we get down there to Deep Creek. Then we'll get down there and eat some lunch and enjoy the area down by the creek and work our way up to campsite 53. So just a quick little recap. The Dakota Ridge Trail, not near as steep as the Newton Bald Trail. The Newton Bald Trail coming up yesterday was a continuous gradual climb, pretty much steady up the whole way. The Dakota Ridge Trail that we just came down, pretty mellow, some little rollers here and there, but overall not near about as bad going up this side of the mountain as it was the other side. Both of them are good hikes though, and we'll keep you updated with the rest of our trip. See you. So guys, we're probably about 2.5, maybe 3 miles up Deep Creek Trail. Majority of the trail has been very nice. It's right along this creek. This creek is absolutely beautiful, as you can see in a few of the clips that I just showed you. Right here, come across a little rock crossing. Some of the creek trail has been washed out, so you're pretty much just walking on the rocks. Overall, it's been a pretty good trail. We're probably about a half a mile away from campsite 53, and we'll check in when we get there. Well, it's about 2:15. Just made it to backcountry campsite 53. Just as you can see, taking a quick look at it, I think we're in trouble. Gadget and I, we both hammock camp, and based upon the tree situation, these trees are mighty small, and there's not much of an option here to hang 2 hammocks. So after a brief discussion, it looks like our option is to hike 4 miles up to Klingsman's Dome Road and try to hitch a ride. I'm sorry, not Klingsman's Dome Road, Newfound Gap Road, excuse me, and hitch a ride back to Newfound Gap and go to the car tonight. That'll make the day about a 14-mile day. Looks like we have no other option though. So we're gonna sit here and grab a snack, catch up on some water, and then we'll get on the way. So we'll see you down the trail, I guess. Well guys, it's 4:10 and I just made it up to the top to the road. This right here is Newfound Gap Road. As you can see, Fort Ridge Trail is 3.9 miles down. Took me an hour and 25 minutes to get to the top, so I'm gonna see if I can't hitch a ride to Newfound Gap. Well guys, hiked about 1.5 miles down the road, and then finally a lady and her husband that were at an overlook down here stopped and picked me up and took me to Newfound Gap, and then I ended up picking up the car and came to get Gadget. I should have had it on the video, but for him to be struggling like he was plopped out with his feet set up in the chair, drinking a nice cold beer. So anyway, we're gonna go down to Gatlinburg, I think, tonight, stay the night, go eat at Old Smoky restaurant. So I'll check back in when we're at the restaurant and we'll do a full trip recap and give you some more information there. We'll see you down the trail.